Step 1. Figure out a way to find out what color each square is. To do this, we start by dividing the board into 9 segments. Then we look at the pattern all the black squares make for each segment, and think of a symbol that can represent it. The bottom left corner and the top right corner both have the symbol of an X. The bottom right segment and the top left segment both have crosses on them with a white square in the middle. For every other segment except for the one in the middle, you can think of it as a mathematical symbol for greater than or less than. The crocodile always wants to eat the bigger number, that's why it has its mouth open and pointing towards it. So these symbols will represent our crocodile heads, and the crocodiles always want to eat the king, and the king is represented by the cross. But if you're uncomfortable with the idea of a man on a cross being eaten by crocodiles, then you can think of it as a scarecrow straw man. But most of all, if you remember just one thing, is that the crocodile mouths are always open and facing towards the king, because that's the point of the game, to eat the king. Checkmate. You can even go so far as to give the crocodiles names, to make it more personal. You only have to remember where the position of one of the mouths is, so that you can generate the entire board. These crocodile heads can also be represented by letters. For example, the one on the left here can be represented by the letter V, for Victor. The one in the bottom can be represented by the letter C. The one on the right can be represented by the letter N. And the one on top can be represented by the letter D. And it's your job to give them names, because it's for your personal use. It's important to notice for recall reasons that crocodile heads are 3 by 2 grids. The segments that are represented by the X and the plus symbol are 3 by 3 grids. The only odd segment is the one in the center, which is a 2 by 2 grid. For the segments with the X on it, you can think of it as the crocodile body. For the center segment, you can think of it as a chain that connects one body to the other body. So let's say, for example, we're trying to remember what color F4 is. With practice, you should be able to recall that F4 is located with the alligator head that's represented by the letter N. Thank you very much for your attention, and that's all I have for you today. And stay tuned for the next video. I'll be talking about diagonals. Thank you.